The $1 million lesson that cost them a daughter. For 20 years, my parents, Richard and Elena, made struggle our family's entire brand. I grew up in thrift store flannels and worn out sneakers while they lectured me about the dignity of the grind. When I got into my dream college, they cried, not with joy, but because they said they couldn't spare a dime to help. I worked 3 jobs, slept 4 hours a night, and graduated with $80,000 in debt, all while they sat in their cramped, drafty house sighing about the rising price of eggs. Last Friday, the act finally crumbled. Dad asked me to grab his passport from the old floor safe in the basement. I'd never seen it open before, but there it was, tucked under a stack of dusty birth certificates, a thick black portfolio. I opened it, expecting old recipes or maybe some bonds. Instead, I found statements for a high-yield investment account in my father's name. The balance? $5 million. I walked upstairs, my heart hammering against my ribs like a trapped bird. I dropped the folder onto the kitchen island, right next to Dad's lukewarm, generic brand coffee. $5 million, Dad? My voice was shaking, but cold. I spent my 20s eating ramen and skipping doctor visits because you said we were hanging by a thread. My mother didn't even look up from her knitting. She just whispered, "We wanted you to have character, Maya. We didn't want you to be spoiled." I looked at the woman who let me walk to work in a snowstorm because I couldn't afford a bus pass. Character? I laughed, and it felt like something breaking inside me. You didn't build my character. You built a wall. You watched me drown for the sake of a lesson you were too greedy to even live yourselves. I grabbed my keys. Keep the money, Mom. Keep the lessons. Because you just traded a daughter for a bank balance. I walked out, and for the first time, I didn't feel like I owed them anything.